Kimbrel?
The pirate ship? I don't go in for docu-serials.
The bounty hunter who's been after them, Fuller? She had an ambush set up
Oh,
on the
neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
loot on some broker they work with.
Whose loyalty did Fuller buy to spring the ambush?
C&P, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. You say that like it's weird. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient
It would help if I had my
if that's what you're
my
implying.
mic on, right? So we're playing this game again. Yes, I'm a pro streamer, yay! But yeah, we're playing this game again. My husband is out and about doing errands while I'm waiting for him. We're gonna play this game and before we get ready for this day. So it would help if I had my mic on. Alright. She's not a patient, sir. No one on my staff would falsify patient if that's what you're saying. Can I buy supplies from you? Let me see, well stocked.
Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
Alright, see you around.
Take care.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Wheeler told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
I could try. Who's Irion first?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Okay. So can I go in here? It's a question, right? Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud has activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated.
You the new hire? Nice to meet you.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Is he following us? Okay. You can try to go out first. And see if I go back in, right, and resets it. I guess he doesn't like me around here. Okay. I think you might be in the restricted area. Let me go F5 again. Let's go back in. Oh, Parvati. That's Parvati. Okay. I thought it was somebody else.
Leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
She's worried about you a lot.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Hello?
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
What did you do to get you in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
You think the board had someone follow you, now you're hiding out.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1. Assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it?
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I'll talk to Udom for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Let me see if I can save real quick.
think you're doing?
I was just leading.
Just be careful next time.
Alright, let's leave. We got out of there. Alright, let's talk to Ellie.
Any word on Jessie?
She's in debt to the board and thinks someone's after her. I'll handle it. Remind me, what happened between
Let's
you
just
two?
say she did me a favor, and now I owe her. So, did you find her, or what?
She's in debt with the board and thinks someone's after her. I'll handle
Good
it.
luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. We can't miss it.
Okay. Alright, let's look at our journal here. I'll break down some of these things here too. Ooh, a flamethrower. Gotta keep that. Rest and go.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to Scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into precedent.
Ooh, what's in here? I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story. No one's listening to them, just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the new crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. For as anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live. No one agrees to take me on as a crew. I suppose that's how I'll die. What's in here? It's a question, right? Ooh. This is where it ended up. Okay. We went into the restricted area again. This is awesome. We're stealing stuff. Okay, we'll go back out. That's pretty awesome.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service is not limited for employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapons. for news in the halcyon colony.
We're gonna save real quick. We're gonna pickpocket him. Oh man.
What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
Ah, just be careful next time.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this your room? I'll just move along. Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
It is your underwear. Hey, hey, hey. He didn't even see me steal from him. It's over here. What's up there is a question, right? Guess I can talk to this dude now.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
I'm looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
How's life on the Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
How does Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Do you do business with the prominent merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
I'll be on my way. Let's save real quick before I pick on him. Okay, Let's get out of here.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
So probably here, right? Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Okay. Let me see what you got for sale.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Oh, that's a nice one. Probably go ahead and sell it. Sell some of these things, or break it down. Break it down. I'm gonna have you use that maybe. No, I'll let you use that one. Alright, let's talk to her
If you're
again.
here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
Phineas sent
Those
me.
have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here, let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Maybe it's some sort of automated
Edna
message.
didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
If it's in a corporate town with something to hide by the SOS.
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
So you need someone to snoop around for you?
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
My Kapamon is not showing up. Not cool. I'll stop by if I need anything.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
What other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with ChunTaiLi Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
I don't know, ma'am. She seemed pretty neat to me.
Well, aren't you sweet? And just her type, too.
What?
What's that supposed to mean?
She's all
Forget
crushing
I
on
said
her.
anything.
I want to talk about that opportunity you mentioned.
Yes, dearie?
What do you want me to do again?
Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a lass like you, I'd think.
I wanted to ask you something else.
What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
You mentioned Groundbreakers outside of the board's control.
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss ChunTaiLi.
How do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, ma'am. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
Back to my other questions.
Go right ahead, sweetheart.
What's this about the heat?
Groundbreaker's radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss ChunTaiLi's supposed to be getting them fixed, but the board's determined to get her way. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, ma'am. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
Why the board recall Stellar Bay napkins?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
What makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Are there still people down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
What do you do here?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players.
Oh.
But that's more of a passion project.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear?
Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
You got a candy. this lost hope? Oh, this is the bar. Okay. Okay, let's look at our journal. We have a lot of quests to do here. So that's in Roseway. We have to pick that up later. Locate a security. Okay, we'll do that later. Side quest. Maybe get new parts for radiator. Let's do that one. That's what I want to do.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board.
Oh, there's Captain McRed.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company? A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Nope, I won't back away.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Put that down before you incinerate the entire deck.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
I'm here for some parts Junlei sent me.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
What are you doing to that poor engineer?
We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells. Making this broken angel fly again.
So can I grab that part then?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Be right back after scrounge together some tribute. Engineer's dead.
Help.
Oh well.
That'd be for me.
Hey, you! What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
All right, fine. Get out of here.
Maybe we'll just go and kill them all.
Smells kind of like old Wes's outflow pipes.
Not another step in that direction, friend.
Why?
Uncle Ryan gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been trying these days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
There's a lot of them here.
In this universe. Crazy cosmos.
Oh, look at this guy.
Crazy cosmos.
Scrap mechanical.
It's so cozy.
Nobody's gonna see what I'm doing here since they're back there.
Something you need?
We'll talk later. Alright.
You get that automech patch? McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? He hasn't got a heart? Not like
Not another step in that direction, friend.
He doesn't want me to do the red light parts. Alright, we're gonna have to kill them. Kill them all, right?
Neighbor from above. What brings you to my little moonlight kingdom?
There's a bounty on your head. I want to claim the reward.
Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
No need for violence. Give me your lighter and the bounty disappears.
My flame? Shit. Little flick here got me started on the pyro path. Fine. He's yours. Give him a good home.
Don't worry, Mr. McRed. We'll treat Mr. Flick extra nice on account of he's your friend.
I'll miss my baby pyro, but it beats losing my head. This court needs its king, and I'm one of a kind.
Wait, the engraving on here, does this say Sanita on it?
Keen eyes you got there. Sanita gave me this lighter. We had a carnal understanding a few years back, and she wanted me to have something to remember her by.
There was something else.
Lay it on me, boss. I'm good for it.
How'd you end up back here?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
Sounds a lot like what happened to me. Okay, the hubby and the child is home, so we probably might end this pretty soon.
Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old.
Still got
Stay
those
here.
parts?
Everything has a price. How much are you willing to pay?
How about, fine, here's 706.
Tribute it is. And ain't this just a royal sum?
Don't we need those bits, Captain? To buy the key from the lady?
You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Got it, thanks. We leveled up. Oh, there's a lot of them here. You think I'm paranoid? So complicated. Am I on the wrong side? Wrong place? You all done? Ran out of money. Alright, let's go and do this later, because we have to go out of this game. See you guys later. I'll be back later tonight, maybe. We don't know yet. Bye.